Hello, I'm Adam, and today we'll talk about reliable 20S, so 84 volt charger for your scooter. Imagine if you were building a scooter and you need to have somehow twice voltage in many cases, yeah? Okay, so at the beginning we will talk about the and in this video I will just go through each type of charger that I went through, and I will just describe shortly and maybe give you an overview or idea what to buy, because those things are pretty expensive. Okay, and at the very beginning is the weakest proposition, but it's maybe the cheapest one. This is this thing. Yes, I've got very big heatsink, but as you may know, those are genuine Ninebot internal chargers. So you can spot them in Ninebot G30 or G2. And as we can see, there's Ninebot, and I just connected them into series. So I've got output like 84 volts around. To be honest, let's take a multimeter. Yeah, 83.5, just for your information. Random information. What's the specification about it? Those output, as we saw, 83.5 volt, and the amperage was like 2.8 amp. So if I had G30 and didn't need it quick charging, it would be like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and I would have full battery. So that would be fine when I was not in a hurry. I've got very big heatsink. The heatsink is overkill, now I can say that, because in a factory environment, those are connected directly to your deck. So the whole scooter deck is acting as a big radiator, big heatsink, So that's why I went too big. And this thing is so heavy, not too fast, but it was cheap, because in Poland I bought like one charger for like $20, and I had one spare, so it was, and the heatsink like another $20. Whatever. So just giving you idea, if you have nothing, you can build something like this and it will work reliably, because it's based on genuine Ninebot parts. Okay, I can throw it away. The second approach is, as you may know, Ninebot has the genuine 5 amp quick chargers, and those are from the G30 accessory charger that you can buy, and it will charge it like 5 amps, 42 volts, and that's how it will work. The rule is very simple. I've got two outputs, which I bought on AliExpress, the ports for scooter, and there I've got output. Let's check the voltage output, that might be interesting. One thing about connecting in series chargers, those need to be as much as same as possible. So for example, if this one gives a little bit more volts, it will be the difference for those, because the amps will draw differently. Okay, 83.6. It depends. If I could check in my case how it looks like, oh my gosh, I hope I won't fry the... We've got there 21.9, and there we'll have... I shorted that. 21.8, let's say, but I shorted that, I'm not sure, whatever. like I've got 0.1 volt difference, so that means that those are not balanced well. I mean, one charger is working harder than other, but to be honest, I have no idea why it is removing the sticker, but yeah, one way. Yeah, so one charger is working a bit harder, but to be honest, I was using this daily and yeah, it's fine. One thing, if I would make this charger again, like in this shape, I would think about this part, the connectors, because because I see that this is heating, because those connectors are, for example, from the Xiaomi or the G30LP model. I don't think that those are rated for 5 amps. Yeah, so that's good to know that those might not be that rated high. And yeah, just I would maybe rethink the idea of, I don't know, maybe stronger connection or something. And yeah, that's how it works. And it charges like, yeah, 5 amps. So the G30, it was like 2.5 hours and I was full, maybe maximally 3. But there we've got a problem. Imagine I've upgraded my GT1 and I've got 20S and I've got very big battery. In the G30 I've got like 13 amp hours, in GT1 I've got 45 amp hours, and I was just going to sleep and did the math because those are the fast charger for the G30, yeah? But it was like 5 amps, so if I've got 45 amp hour, oh my gosh, it will be 9 hours to charge the GT1. That's not acceptable, yeah? So, and unfortunately, I had to look for the different options, which I've got 2 of them to show you. And this is pretty expensive option, but to be honest, there are no other options, like you have to trust to some Chinese charger, unfortunately, which came like this. That's the... Okay. Yeah. It smells Chinese. And it looks like, oh my gosh, I've bought different one on the pictures and I received something totally different. What I can say, those probably are about the same in any way. If you have looking for like this charger, there is a company named Wait, and those are expensive, but are... What is that? I want the XT60. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Yeah, if it has sticker Wait, I mean WATE, that means I saw that this company is pretty good. I mean, it has active PFC, etc. Those, to be honest, I don't know what's that. Oh my gosh, I think it's different than on the website. I will look it later. But anyway, as you can see, its size, it's huge, like I don't got, yeah, as you can see the multimeter, and yeah, it's huge one. Connect the battery first and plug it in. Okay, but I don't got the battery, so what will you see? Okay, we've got 0 volts, 0 amps, and okay, pretty loud. Okay, 84 volts. Well, at least it gives us, no, but of course without any load, it gives us 84 volts, yeah? Okay, so, oh my gosh, to be honest, I don't get good feelings. Let me check minus and plus. You saw that. Okay, we've got 84 volts and 1. To be honest, I've got mixed feelings. It costs like $120, and you see what I've got. Okay, this. Okay, yeah, it will die some. It will die soon. What the hell? Okay, let's see what's inside, because okay, those are pretty hardly screwed. Okay. That's how it looks like inside. There is isolation to the enclosure. What we can see some coils, some transformers, and some heat sinks. Too long cable for the fan, which is too loud. Yeah, and there's some transformers, capacitor, and relay. Yeah, from this point of view, soldering job is pretty okay, and there is nothing else inside. Yeah, it's glued, so it won't slide. So I'm not sure if I will return it, because I'm a bit disappointed. Yeah, anyway, as we can see, it has because we can buy some other adjustments chargers, like we can adjust from 42 to 84 volts, and we can adjust amps. There are even Wi-Fi versions. And in this case, we've got fixed 84 volts, but we can adjust it from 1 to 20 amps. I'm afraid to use it for charging my too expensive scooter, yeah, and too expensive battery, because, yeah, I did like 20S9P, so that's 180 cells. those was too expensive, to be honest. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I will return it back, because it was so expensive. Okay, and now is the last option that I was expecting, that maybe this brick for $120 from AliExpress might not be best. And there I've got pretty popular solution for DC to DC converter. Let me check it out. Well, okay. I thought it would be smaller. Okay, I saw some more. There is a channel on YouTube which, to be honest, specializes in this kind of transformers, and yeah, there are detailed tests, etc. Maybe I will link it in the description, because that's why I've bought this type of transformer, not the other. So it should be like there, probably. Yeah. And yeah, what we've got there, it's bigger than the other versions, because this one is rated 1800 watts, so that's a lot. That's a lot. And what I can say about that, as you can see, there are two potentiometers, and that's it. So this one is UVP, so under voltage protection. Generally it works like if there is a too low voltage, lower than set on the potentiometer, it will trigger, and yeah, it will stop. And this potentiometer, is it written there? CC, constant current. So we will try to adjust this, and on that we will have control of the current. So I can limit it to like 5 amps, 10 amps, yeah, whatever. I saw modifications that someone removed this potentiometer, because as we can see there are only 3 pins. Someone removed this potentiometer and used just only buttons. So he had like button for 5 amps, switches, of course, switches to the resistors, yeah. So he had a button for 5 amps, 10 amps, 3 amps, 1 amp, etc, etc, yeah. So yeah, this is the constant current, and there we can see the third potentiometer which got height, constant voltage. So there we just set the voltage, and yeah, that's how it works, nothing else. You have to specify. Maybe 2 words about why standard power supply won't be enough for charging your battery. Because standard power supply doesn't support 2 charging modes. As we saw there is a constant voltage and there is constant current. So that's how the lithium batteries are being charged, and that's why we need supported this function, this way of charging in a battery charger, yeah. Okay, I must say that those headers are pretty beefy. I mean, the connection is pretty solid. Generally, the overall measurements, like its efficiency, which I saw, might be pretty high, like even about 90%. It depends what's the ratio between input voltage and output voltage. Thus, some people are making using the 12-volt server supplies, which are very cheap, and those are stacking them in serial to have like 48 volts, and that's the way they convert it to like 84, yeah. So currently I've set only 12 volts, and I see on the power supply it consumes 0.8 watts. So that's like in the idle. And now let's check what will be voltage from the factory. What we've got there? 50 volts. Okay. And how I would adjust it? I need a screwdriver. One moment. Okay, and oh, even we've got the LED that we are on. I'm not sure you can see it. There is a LED saying constant voltage, so we are not limited current, because of course we are having yeah, no current limit. And will I be able to somehow put it and hold it? Oh, I will turn it a lot to get 80. So that's precise. There we go. It acts weird at the end, but there we've got 84 volts. And oh, that's interesting. Power consumption is 1.1 watt for, yeah, that case. What idea I've got for this approach? There I've got a lighter plug, which to be honest I've bought too cheap and it's too weak. But yeah, anyway, the idea is that I will connect it there, and of course it will be connected to my car. So I will gain ability to charge my scooter while being on the trip anywhere from my car. That's amazing, yeah? Yeah, that's the main purpose why I use that. And to be honest, I trust more this kind of converter, because yeah, I linked to YouTube channel in the description, because I saw guy was testing everything. Okay, I hope this video was informative, and I think I solved some of your concerns. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and hit the subscribe button. Bye!